It's mid-2018 and something interesting's happened. The electric car market is no longer a sideshow, composed of $100,000 statements on one side or electric retooled versions of cars we didn't like in the first place on the other. Instead, it's a real bona fide market. A real small bona fide market, but it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay, so let's find out what cars are making it so. Here are the best-selling electric cars in the United States as of July 2018, according to numbers from Inside EVs. Number 5 is the Nissan Leaf. Now, the Leaf used to run lists like this, but then it got long in the tooth. Generation 1 didn't have great range, double digits, and had a face like a frog. No thank you. Now that EVs are no longer just a way to impress your hippie neighbors or Al Gore, they had to get serious, and the Gen 2 Leaf is a hottie. Great new lines, great tech. 150 miles of range, though, still speaks to one part of the EV market, but not all of it. Number 4 is the Chevy Bolt. This is the only Detroit brand car on our list, and it was a lot hotter maybe a year ago or a little less, and way ahead of its sibling, the Volt. Now it's dropped down to number 4 and is more neck and neck in sales with the less sexy Volt. So what's happening here? Many watchers believe that the Bolt is not demand constrained, but supply constrained, and Chevy's got a new Bolt factory coming online end of 2018. Then we'll see how many folks want as many more of these as GM can make. Number 3 is the Tesla Model X, and this is interesting because in a country obsessed with crossovers and SUVs, Tesla's is actually their sales runt. Now, some theorize that's because a lot of Tesla intenders have moved to the Model 3. Others theorize a lot of Tesla factory workers have been moved to the Model 3 assembly line. Either way, the Model X makes Tesla one of the few car companies where a crossover isn't its rock star. The number 2 hottest electric car in the US these days is the Tesla Model S. However, it's been dethroned, and by a mile as we're going to see, from its former number 1 slot in lists like these. But before you write its epitaph, realize this one model approaches the sales this year of all 3 German luxury flagships combined. Before I get you to the hottest electric car in the US these days, who's the hottest electric car company? Who has sold the most pure battery electrics in the last 5 years? The first 3 are, of course, no surprise. But number 4 BMW shows the i3 has done pretty well, though its numbers are somewhat polluted by the sales of range extenders. And look at Fiat. The electric version of the 500 may be the most interesting thing about the 500. The number 1 hottest electric car in the US is, of course, the Tesla Model 3. I know it's getting a little monotonous around here, but you cannot overestimate the importance of this car. It sells in the 5 figures of volume each month. Electric cars have never done that before in the US. And it has already outsold all of 2017 sales of the Model S and the Leaf combined. This is the storyline of 2018, aside from the increasingly erratic and entertaining Elon Musk show.